We back with another one. The Drake and Kendrick saga continues. And boy, it's starting to look like a novella out here. Bro, it's starting to look like Days of Our Goddamn Lives, all right? There's so much drama involved, so much enemies that Drake has. My boy is Batman at this point. It's getting wild, all right? And before we get this started, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel if you like content like this, and comment down below what you think about what we're about to talk about, which is the Drake Riddler. Ebony Prince 2K24 has jumped on the scene and has entered the beef. He's entered the beef zone. He's beefed up, all right? And so Ebony Prince 2K24 is out here bringing out the receipts that everybody was asking for during this beef. And I don't think it's the receipts that we wanted, but he's bringing some things out, all right? And my boy has literally turned into the Riddler, and it's pretty hilarious, honestly, if you ask me. And I was actually making a video about the Drake era and as if it's over or not, which I'll wait till that video to talk about that portion. But I really wanted to talk about Ebony Prince 2K24 and what he's doing on Twitter right now, or X.com, whatever you want to call that shit. Let's just get into it, all right? All right. So, since the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, you know what I'm saying, they just stopped making music back and forth. There's a lot of news coming out saying that UMG stopped it and all this other nonsense. But besides that point, everybody during this beef was asking for some evidence. What was Kendrick talking about? Is it true, the pedophiles in Drake's camp? Is Kendrick a wife beater? Is that kid not his? Does he need to go to Maury? All that fun stuff. But now we got this. Ebony Prince 2K24 jumped on the scene and he started off this drama. First, let's go with the first tweet. He says, 1, at King Kendrick Lamar is not a liar, and I am not a thief. Number 2, Mr. Aubrey Graham and Mr. Livingston Allen, academics, have until noon Monday 5/13/2024 to retract your claims of theft, or my attorney, Miss Adrian Edward, and I will exhaust every legal option available. So this is basically going off of the cover art from Meet the Grahams. Also was used for 616 in LA by Kendrick Lamar. This is the items that he's talking about. And Drake, if he's not having the worst month out of everybody this month, I don't know who is. Someone must be fucking having the most horrible month if you're not having as bad of a month as Drake is. My boy has had his bodyguard shot, you know what I'm saying, outside his crib. People have been trying to invade the embassy, as Drake likes to call it, as of late in Canada. And this all happened off the heels of Kendrick dropping Not Like Us. My boy got his store spray painted in the UK, mate. Shit is just getting wild. All right, so this is how it starts. He's basically saying that Kendrick Lamar is not a liar by anything he's saying, and he is not a thief. Basically, what I'm getting out of this, I'm sorry I'm saying basically so much, I'm just a basic bitch, huh? I'm getting that this guy had the items, all right, and those are really Drake's items. So the Ozempic, the pills, you know, the t-shirt, all that nonsense that was on the cover on the Meet the Grahams is actually Drake's items. So I think they stated that either the items were stolen or Drake said those were, I don't know. Because Drake said that he planted evidence, and now it's not looking like Drake planted shit. It looks like Kendrick really did have some insider information. My boy had the deets. My boy was Woj of the rap game. All right, he has some info. All right, so let's get to the next tweet. I don't know if this is in order or not because I just have a bunch of them. It says, to Mr. Aubrey Graham, may this photo help jog your memory as to where you discarded those items. The issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Jimmy Brooks is referring to Drake's character on Degrassi. As you can see in the photo, because I'm posting all the tweets right now in the video after we edit it in post-production, that he's with a reporter who, I don't even know who this guy is, but I guess he's an important reporter. I'm a dumbass. I don't really know these things. But I guess he's a reporter and he's on a wheelchair or some type of apparatus. I'm sorry. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But yeah, Drake's with him. And so I guess there's something that happened that night. He brings up a lot of things, and like I said, he turned into the Riddler. Like, he's dead ass the Riddler. This is this is really like he went on a whole monologue like a supervillain. So that's where we're at right now with this. And the thing about this is that he's released some footage, he's released some items showing that it was more than the what was displayed on the Meet the Grams photo. He also pulled out that, oh, this wasn't basically about the stolen clothes or the stolen pills and all that. It's about jewelry. And so I'm going to get into the lore of Ebony Prince 2K24 a little bit. I'm not going to dox him like somebody did earlier in the week, which his name is, I think, King AK or AK, which is pretty fun because he was on Akademiks podcast and they were talking about this shit. But Ebony Prince 2K24 kind of, gave out the information. So he's basically a bodyguard or a security guard or something like that. He works for the hotel that Drake stays at. So he does work for the hotel, and he also is known as an Ebony. So Ebony Prince 2K24, it's not that he just was representing his brethren African Americans. It's a group called Ebony's, and he's a part of it. And so apparently what they do, because he says it's a part of his group, or maybe it's just part of his profession, because he kind of like implied both during all these riddles. And honestly, I don't know to decipher whether it's because of the Ebonies, that's what they do, or because as a security guard for the hotel, they do this as well. But he goes to the lost and found, and he's asked to discard of items. And obviously, he works at a very prestigious hotel. So instead of discarding the items, he would resell the items or sell the items or auction them off. And then that's how he made his money or his extra money on the side. And so apparently Drake called the cops, or someone called the cops, saying that there were stolen items. So if you've ever sold anything at a pawn shop or anything, you would know as soon as something's marked stolen, it's basically marked. And it can't be sold at any pawn shops or auctions, or else your ass will get arrested because you stole it, motherfucker. That is what's happening right now. That's what brought him out of the cut. Brought him out because he's like, now you're making my life difficult, Drake. Now you're making my life difficult because of your bullshit. Because you left these items, you discarded of them, and it became in my possession, and they're mine. All right, so he released a lot more information on Drake and the hotel. So he posted some photos, very cryptic. Like first he just posted like the logo, and then he posted the full thing. And we're gonna have all the tweets on the screen as we go. And I'm gonna do that in post edit. So right now I'm just talking shit. So he says in one of his tweets, he says, "My eyes are not trained to determine age. They are trained to decipher adult from adolescent. Young Theodore made changes to how we monitor youngins. 7/27/2023. So I guess this is a significant date within the timeline between him and Drake's interactions, because he does mention within these tweets that he would interact with Drake and that he was known as an essential worker when Drake would come through the hotels. He also basically states that Drake was being an asshole to the services, or whoever was being an asshole to customer service there. And they came back to the hotel, and he said that's why they're not like us, because we'll basically treat people like shit and never come back. That's what he implied. So yeah, the Drake's Riddler. There he is. And so he's still coming out with cryptic tweets to this day right now. To this day. He's still going in. The one thing about this that I'm going to say is that I feel like he hasn't really brought out any definitive information that really sways me in any way. I could care less about this. I just thought it was pretty funny that he's like going on this like Riddler montage or monologue rampage against Drake. And my boy Drake can't take no breaks. He can't take no breaks. My boy's in the embassy with gunshots ringing outside of his home. Everything happening wrong for Drake. But hey, that boy's a fucking millionaire. He can't be that mad. He can't be that upset. He's fucking enjoying life fucking harder than I am. Alright, so I just think it was something crazy to talk about, and the fact that this saga is not ending. I was making a video about Drake, and if the era is over, which I don't. We'll talk about that in the next video that you'll see. But this is what's happening right now on Twitter, on X.com. The Drake Riddler, Ebony Prince 2K24. And I'm just waiting for the actual big drop, because he's saying he has CCTV footage from the hotel, which he did display some of it in his tweets. And I'm gonna put on more of his tweets up here, and you can decipher it however you want. Tell me what you think in the comments below if you got to the end of the video. And also, Ebony Prince 2K24 went about trying to sell these items. I think on Facebook, I think on eBay as well. And he also stated that if you want this stop, this Twitter fucking barrage, you know what I'm saying? Contact King Kendrick or contact that team, and they're the only ones I think can stop this, basically. So yeah, that's what was implied here. I think my boy's just trying to get a bag. I really don't think he has anything too crazy on Drake that's really implicating that he's been with children. If he does have some more crazy information, I think that's my Drake video that I'm about to make and edit today is gonna be a little bit different by the end of all of this. But we'll see where this goes. Ebony Prince 2K24, the new Riddler, hashtag the Black Riddler, first of its kind. Pretty interesting. Tell me what you think. Comment down below. Like, share. Hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel grow if you like content like this. And I'll see you with some more fucking info if it does come. But until next time, new video coming out tomorrow as well about Drake's era being over. Sheesh. Y'all have a great day. Thank you to anybody who came through and watched. And piss off.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.